these big circles of these Satanists around an altar where the people, sometimes in hooded, what do you call them? They were wearing these long cloaks that were brown with hoods, and they'd be in a circle or two circles, one inside of the other, by the altar, where there'd be live children and sometimes babies.
The legal battle between Mariah Carey and her late sister Allison Carey had yet to be dismissed before she died. In Touch can exclusively report. According to court records obtained by In Touch, the case brought by Allison in 2021 never went anywhere after her initial filing. In the case, Allison accused Mariah of intentional infliction of emotional distress over statements made in the singer's 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. Allison took issue with several allegations that Mariah included that she said were false. She pointed to one passage where the singer claimed her then 20-year-old sister gave her, then only 12, a Valium, tried to pimp her out, and threw a cup of boiling hot tea on her, causing third-degree burns. Allison said Mariah also callously dismisses her as an ex-sister. Her filing said, but instead of saying no more about her, Mariah used her book to humiliate and embarrass her. As stories about the memoir appeared in newspapers around the world, on TV and across the internet. She said the allegations were splashed across the internet with headlines repeating Mariah's allegations. Allison claimed that Mariah made these outrageous statements, knowing that Allison profoundly and permanently damaged as a result of being forced by their mother, while a preteen, to attend terrifying middle-of-the-night satanic worship meetings that included ritual sacrifices. In the filing, Allison claimed that she had been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and depression, for which she sought professional therapy in an effort to cope with the horrific abuse. Allison said she had been dealing with multiple health issues, including deterioration of her lower spine and a digestive disorder. She claimed to have a traumatic brain injury from a brutal attack during an unsolved home invasion in 2015 that affects her short-term memory and has permanently damaged her optic nerve, limited vision in one eye. She accused her wealthy and famous sister of attacking her, who was penniless, in an effort to sell books. Allison said she was devastated by the cruel and outrageous allegations. Allison said, already struggling with the unspeakable trauma of her childhood and having her own children abandon her, she has become severely depressed and uncharacteristically tearful since the publication of Mariah's book, and now struggles, after a long time clean, with alcohol abuse. Allison demanded $1.25 million in damages for Mariah's heartless, vicious, vindictive, despicable, and totally unnecessary public humiliation. The allegations were included in a summons with notice filed by Allison. A couple of weeks later, Mariah demanded that her sister file an actual complaint that she could respond to. The court docket shows there was no movement in the case since Mariah's request. On Monday, August 26th, Mariah announced she lost her mother, Patricia Carey, and Allison on the same day this past week. My heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day, Mariah told People. I feel blessed that I was able to spend the last week with my mom before she passed, she added. I appreciate everyone's love and support and respect for my privacy during this impossible time.
These big circles of these Satanists around an altar where the people, sometimes in hooded, what do you call them? They were wearing these long cloaks that were brown with hoods, and they'd be in a circle or two circles, one inside of the other, by the altar, where there'd be live children and sometimes babies. So, and that would happen at night. I saw people get stabbed and start bleeding, and it would be dripping to the floor. It was children. The youngest I ever saw stabbed. I'd say it was about younger than 2 years old. And then there were several that were 2 and 3 years old. I can't imagine how anybody got away with that. The kid disappears. Don't detectives